voting for Kamala, and we're concerned about the alternative.
Go Kamala, go Kamala. Go Kamala, go Kamala.
She's open to listening to opposing ideas. I think that's great. And we don't need to be in a dictatorship in America. It's crazy that that's even a conversation. And as a human, I just think Trump is a poor case of humanity. Little sketch for you. Lotus for POTUS.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell. The polls have been, I think, not really comforting to either side. There are a couple of swing states where Harris is still nominally ahead, but that is, in almost every case, as near as I can tell, within the margin of error. So I'm afraid we don't have a very clear picture.
So, as of now, who appears to be taking the lead in the election? I have seen in the news that the Trump has taken lead in these key swing states. So, are chances of Trump more winning in this election, or this is just initial thing we are seeing right now?
Yeah, it's very hard to tell. The polls have been, I think, not really comforting to either side. It's still a very close race, and if anything, the polls have shown Trump gaining ground in the past few days, just a little bit. There are a couple of swing states where Harris is still nominally ahead, but that is, in almost every case, as near as I can tell, within the margin of error. So I'm afraid we don't have a very clear picture of the polls. Trump's side has commissioned a lot of very dubious partisan polls, which he then trumps out to his followers, showing him with these immense leads over Harris. And I think that's an attempt to kind of convince his voters that the whole thing is going very starkly in ex-President Trump's favor. I'm not really sure that's a smart strategy. I think some of his voters might assume it's a done deal and then they'll stay at home. But perhaps not. His voters tend to be highly passionate, the ones who actually do go to the polls. So we'll see. But, to me, at least as a non-expert observer, I'm not an expert on polls. I try to figure out things as best as I can as an observer of American politics. But right now it is very, very, very unclear. I don't think either side could really say with confidence that they're ahead right now.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.